What's up, good people? What's going on? Byron Scott back with another live coming here to tell you guys, hey, you're one deal away. I know you out there working. I know you out there grinding. I know you out there going hard trying to get, into this real estate game, into this wholesale real estate game. But man, I'm here to tell you, you one deal away. You know, you're one deal away from breaking that thing wide open. You know what I'm saying? You one deal away from going from nothing to a million, from 0 to 100, right? You are one deal away. All you need is that one deal, man. All you need is one deal, and that could bust you open to make millions of dollars in real estate, pay off all your debt, go on all these famous vacations that you see people on social media going on. You're one deal away from getting all of that done, man. You one deal away. All you gotta do is hang in there to get one deal. You get one deal, and that could change everything, right? That's what happened to me, man. I got one deal. That's all I did is got one deal. I got one deal that changed everything. You know what I'm saying? So that one deal, I took that one deal, put that money back into some marketing, figured out, okay, how do I repeat this? And I just kept repeating the process, man. I got one deal and I just kept repeating the process, and that one deal turned into 10K a month. That 10K a month turned into 20K a month. That 20K a month turned into 30K a month. And turned to 100 grand a month, right? So dude, you're one deal away from breaking this thing wide open, man. People talk about, how they want to get out of their 9 to 5, how they want to do this, how they want financial freedom, how they want, X, Y, Z. They want a better life for themselves. They want a better life for them kids. They want to be able to take care of their mama, daddy, brothers and sisters. Them telling you, dude, you're one deal away from really getting where you want to be, man. One deal away. I'm telling you. So just wanted to come and break it down. It's like, dude, you one deal away. And when I got my first deal, I was reaching out to people like, what do I do next? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you get that first deal, but it's like, ooh, what do I do next? It's like, what's the next step I take after I get this one deal? And nobody really put it out there. Nobody really had a direction that you needed to go after getting your first deal. So, after I got my first deal, my first deal was a 30K deal. After I got my first deal, and if y'all got questions at any point, man, just comment below. Appreciate y'all coming through. Just comment, ask questions whenever I stop and answer any questions y'all got about anything that I'm talking about. We're going to talk some wholesale real estate. A lot of people want to get involved in real estate. Maybe you don't have the money or whatever. I know I was trying to get involved in real estate. I didn't have the money or whatever. And I didn't know what else to do. So I started looking into wholesale real estate, and this is it landed me where I am right now. But after I got that first deal, I really didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Got 30 grand, but it's like, dang, what do you do with 30 grand? How do you make 30 grand, 300 grand? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you go in 10X that? It's like, whatever you're doing right now, how do you go in 10X that? How do you 10X 30 grand that you just got, right? So you get one deal and then you go in 10X that. So let's say if you got a 10K deal, which is very, very reasonable in wholesale real estate, right? I know 10 grand at one time may seem like a ton of money or like a big deal, or like, no, that can't happen to some people, but it could easily happen, right? 10 grand deal could easily happen, right? So let's say you get a 10 grand deal, you turn that around and 10X that. So how do you 10X that? That's the big question, right? The way that you 10X that is simple. 10X your daggum activity level, right? 10X your activity level. Go 10 times harder in learning. Go 10 times harder in reaching out to sellers. Go 10 times harder in reaching out to buyers. 10X what you doing. Do more of it. Can you explain your best marketing method? My best marketing method, I would say, is texting. I think texting is probably my best marketing method. I use launch control to text. If you're interested, the link is in the description below to launch control. But I use launch control to text, and it works great, man. People look at their phone, you know what I'm saying? And you pop up on their phone, people will see you on their phone, and then bam, you're able to go back and forth on them. I closed a lot of deals through text, right? So do you text and then call? So we have, but if we have one list, we text and call that list, so we text and call. And if I'm texting with them, I try to get them on the phone. Like we got people right now that are texting that we trying to get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? We trying to set up an appointment. Hey, when can we get on the phone with you? So that's a big thing that we're trying to do, trying to get on the phone with people. So A on YouTube said, can you drop your affiliate link to launch show? I don't see it in the course. Yes, I'm gonna drop my affiliate link to Launch Control in the chats on YouTube if you're not over there. But we do text and then we try to call people to get them on the phone. I do think getting people on the phone is the biggest thing, man. You got to get them on the phone. You get them on the phone, that's when you can lock them down. And I just think that's the most effective way to get deals done, man. You know what I'm saying? Most effective way to get in front of them is texting. The most effective way to lock them in is to get them on the phone and talk to them. Because that ain't nothing like that human interaction. You know what I'm saying? You get on the phone, you get that human interaction. That's when, you could really lock people in. So I live in a very expensive area. Do you believe it's best to go virtual? That's all I do, man. You in the right place. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you in the right place, man. You in the right place. So all I do is virtual. Even though I live in the area that I'm virtually wholesaling in. So I stay in the Atlanta area. I virtually wholesale in Atlanta because I never go to the property. I never see the seller. I never see the buyer. I never see the property. Right. So all I do is virtual. So yeah, this is what I do here. I virtually wholesale real estate. So yeah, virtual is definitely an option, and it's a great option, man. I mean, I think virtual is the way to go. For me, it's the only way to go, you know. Even though like I did it because of necessity. Like I was teaching, I taught high school for 12 years. And with teaching, I was there all day long. Like I didn't have no option, what I'm saying? I didn't have no option. So I was teaching all day long, didn't have no option. So what I had to do is I had to get people to go and do stuff for me. And in that process, I learned how to virtually wholesale. I didn't even know what virtually wholesale was. I just started doing stuff because I needed to do it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Wendy? Cole, what's going on? Oh, we on TikTok. A up in this thing. Wolf Cat was up in this thing early, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. So Juice says, so when you go virtual, do you set appointments? The end buyer with the seller? Yeah, I set appointments in buyer with the seller, right? Yep, I set an appointment in buyer with the seller. And the end buyer understand, man, not to discuss price or anything like that. They just going to look at their property, check it out, see if they want it or whatever. So, and you make that clear up front. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these end buyers are used to working with wholesalers, so they already know. But if not, make it clear up front. Hey, look, you're going to look at the property. Don't discuss the price. Don't discuss purchase sales agreement or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, there you go. I send the end buyer over. End buyer goes over, check out the property. Let me know if they want to purchase it at whatever price. And then we just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's nothing but virtual wholesaling. If you want to know more about that, just hit me up. Or I go live every single day, weekday. Go live every single weekday. So If you got any questions about virtual wholesaling, man, just stay tuned. Just all I do. Um, so let's see. I posted that link. If you're looking for it on YouTube, right there, it's gonna be posted in the description below. Once this thing posts. So Cordero on YouTube says, I know you mentioned getting the sellers under contract can be put me of the most difficult things. Can be one of the most difficult things. Okay. Can be one of the most difficult things. What are some tips you use to get sellers to feel comfortable and moving forward and signing? So some things we do to make sellers feel comfortable is that we be straight up, man. It's like, dude, what service providers? We provide service to investors that purchase all over the country, and the other thing that make them feel comfortable, our investors provide the proof of funds, right? So we can send you the proof of funds that our investors provide. We also have a website. We also have professional emails, so we have professional website, professional email. We have proof of funds, we have a company commitment, right? Which shows them all those properties that we've closed. It has addresses to all those properties that we closed, and it break down the process. You know what I'm saying? So they understand the process and they see that we've done this now over 100 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to trust a company that has done it over 100 times. They have a company commitment letter that they send to you. They have, they have a website. They have professional emails. They have, like, we have the little signatures on the emails or whatever, logo, all the stuff that make us look legit, because we are legit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because we legit, man. So all that other good stuff. And then we have positions. You know what I'm saying? We have, we have the buying specialist, purchase specialist. We have, so we have positions, our transaction coordinator, all our different positions, and our professional looking emails and professional offers, make us look professional, so that's what you got to do, man. So Jew over here on TikTok says, let me see. So the end buyer goes after the purchase contract signed. Yes, the end buyer usually always go after the purchase contract is already signed. Is it best to find the deal first or the end buyer first? Most people are going to teach you to go find a deal first. There's nothing wrong with finding a deal. I don't never tell people don't go find deals, but the one thing I tell people to do is go find buyers. You know what I'm saying? Because building a relationship with the buyers is going to be the biggest thing, so build relationships with buyers, right? That's why people say your network is your net worth, right? Your network is your buyers, right? Cash buyers, people with a lot of money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Those are that's what you want to be, a network, right? You want your network to be those cash buyers, right? And then you can figure out what they need. How can you service them? How can you bring something to them, and make money? Like, dude, I've made money off bringing other people, other people need funds for closings. I bring them to my cash buyers, right? Because they got money. It's like there's so many different ways you can make money off people with money. Like, now I have some of my cash buyers that saying, hey, I see you getting into trucking, how about I buy the truck, you run it, and we split it 50-50. You know what I'm saying? That's networking with people who got money, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who you want to be friends with? Go find cash buyers, right? Those are the people, the sellers, it's going to be a one-off. You're going to sell your property. Maybe they got 5 properties. You see, either way, you sell 5 properties, then you out the door. We probably ain't going to talk no more. The buyer continues to buy, right? So that's why I say go ahead and find the buyers, build relationships with the buyers, right? Figure out what they're looking for, go find what they're looking for. Simple process, man. Simple process, right? So let's see. As a beginner, when you do talk with the seller, how do I build confidence and make me trustworthy? You just be straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? And what I do is I put myself in a position as somebody that's a worker, right? I'm working a position. When I'm talking to the seller, I'm the acquisitions manager, right? I'm the acquisitions manager, you know. So in our company, we call it the purchase specialist, right? So I'm the purchase specialist. Yeah, this is Byron, purchase specialist here at Georgia Home Buyers. You know, you say you have property you might be interested in selling. I'm working my job, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll just working my job. Yeah, I work from home, so I'll do all day, man. I talk to people about being interested in selling their property, and we get them over to investors, that's looking to purchase property in the area. That it's just my job. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how you get people to trust you, man. It's just you act like yourself, you build out positions, right? That like a company has positions, right? You build out positions, you have a company name, you have a professional email. Even if you don't have a website, at least a company name, company email that's professional. You own the domain. A website ain't the hardest thing in the world. We paid $400 for our website, right? So those little things, the setup is what can help. Not saying that you got to have all that, but the more of that you can have, the better it is. But I think the one-on-one trustworthy is, being able to tell people straight up what's happening, right? If I can tell you straight up, hey, I work with a group of investors looking to purchase property in the area, or open, Georgia Home Buyers is a company that work with cash buyers that's looking to purchase property in the area. Do you have a property you might be interested in selling? This is Byron. I'm a buying specialist here at Georgia Home Buyers. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. That's how you do it. So where do you find reliable buyers? I would say the freeways. I would say go on Zillow, find properties that's been flipped, and call up the listing agent. That's how I would find it. The second one is on Bigger Pockets. Bigger Pockets is a good place to find buyers because they're trying to educate people on how to do real estate the right way. The third place I would go, Facebook. That's the scammy, sketchy place, but you got to look through people and do background searches on people through their profile. You can find some buyers there. Prop Screen, you can go on there and pull list of buyers. You can try to skip tracing and call the buyers. So those are ways to find buyers. But man, if you need more help with finding buyers, just hit me up. Be willing to talk to you about finding buyers, man. So let me see what else we got in here. How do you run comps in the area where there are no comps when you do find a great property? I've struggled. So, Drew, you must be searching like in the middle of nowhere. You must be like in a rural area. If you're in a rural area, it be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is like, dude, I really don't even run comps. Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. The way that I like, dude, my approach is a little bit different than other people approach. I really don't run comps. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I look at some stuff around, but I really don't run comps like that, dude. Because I talk to my buyers, I figure out what they're looking for, you know, what kind of discounts are they looking for on these properties that they want. And then they'll say, I'll say, okay, if a property, if the Zillow is 300, you're looking to get it at, 200, 210, but just trying to figure out where they are, right? I figure out where they are, and then I just look at the Zillow, take their discount off, and then go below it. See how much I want, right? First of all, the way I talk to the sellers, I try to get them to give me a number. You know what I'm saying? It's their prices you're looking to sell for, right? But ultimately, I just send the property to my buyer, right? How much would you pay for this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just send it to them and say, hey, how much would you pay for this? You know, straight up. Or if the seller's asking for something I think is reasonable, let's just say the Zillow is like 150 and the seller's asking for 70. I'll send it to the buyer for 80. Hey, 80. Will you pay 80 for it? Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do run comps, but I run cash comps. That means I go into a prop screen and I look up all the cash sales that happen, right? And I compare that property to other cash sales that happen, right? So the thing is, as wholesalers, we're not selling properties to end buyers, right? Not the end buyers, not like retail buyers, right? We're not selling properties to people that live in. We're selling it to cash buyers. So that's a different comparable, right? So I'm trying to see, okay, what are cash buyers buying similar properties at? And then so that's why I go on prop screen. I look it up on prop screen. I look up, the comparable properties. I look up what has been sold for cash, and then I compare similar properties that have been sold for cash, and then I just go below that, right? If I want to look up comps, that's how I do that. So bam. A says, I was listening to your call on here with the seller, just a casual conversation. Hey, just a casual conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a casual conversation. That's the thing, man. The first thing you want to do when you get on the phone with people is make a friend, man. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to relate to the person. You want to make a friend. It's like, especially maybe they're in the area, maybe you in the area, say if they are nearby, like, oh yeah, been over that way, used to go to college over there, or oh, my auntie live over that way, or my grandma live in such and such. You know what I'm saying? But just trying to do something to relate to them. You know what I'm saying? So, just try to do something to relate to that person where they can feel like you're real. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Ju said, when you did receive those big checks, did it change your life? How did you celebrate, dude? I really hadn't celebrated like that, man, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a really like low person. You know what I'm saying? It's all still like crazy to me. I really didn't celebrate. I thought I was going to buy me an electric truck, but I ended up buying an 18-wheeler and starting a trucking company. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how I celebrate. I celebrated by going and starting a trucking company. That's how I celebrated. But yeah, I really hadn't done anything like that, man. So I started a trucking company, bought a truck. You know what I'm saying? I bought a couple of properties since then. So, but yeah, man, really haven't done a lot to just be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? I did stop working at my job. Like my wife did stuff to celebrate me or whatever, but it was just like, within a house or whatever. But I did stop working my 9 to 5. That was big. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped working my 9 to 5. I bought a couple of properties, and when I say bought a couple of properties, I bought my mama a house. I'm buying myself a house right now that's being built. It's just stupid stuff, man. Stuff that you like ain't even dreamed of. I didn't dream of buying myself a house like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I didn't dream of starting a trucking company, being able to go out there and just say, hey, look, buying that truck and hey, just send the cash in, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't dream of stuff like that, man. It's just crazy. That's why I'm, come on here to tell people, it's like, dude, I'm a regular joker that was working a 9 to 5, learned something, took action, and it changed everything. You know what I'm saying? And most of it came right up here, the mentorship. I had it in me the whole time, and most of y'all got it in you. You know what I'm saying? You got it in you. It's in you, man. You know what I'm saying? And it won't come out. That's why you looking. That's why you searching. That's why you trying to figure out there's something better for you to do. But you got to take action in order to let it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to take action to let it out. So um So Juice said, when did your first deal? Was that the point where you knew that real estate is what you wanted to do? I don't even know, man. Like I did my first deal and I was still like in shock. I was telling my brother, like, dude, they ain't gonna let me cash this check. You know, they ain't gonna let me cash it. You know, I cash it, they ain't gonna let me spend it. You know, you know, I'm skeptical of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't think much of it, man. And the only thing I thought after that was like, dang, how do I 10x this? I started reading Grant Cardone's 10x rule, but I did a 30K deal and then I turned around and did a 6K deal. And then I was like, you know, you telling me I was reading Grant Cardone 10X rule. So you telling me I'm supposed to believe that I can make $360,000? Like, you telling me that I'm supposed to actually believe that I can make $360,000? I'm supposed to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could not sit here and believe that I could make $360,000. Hey, but I just went on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? And what I did was I just started putting it out there, man. I started putting my neck on the line. You know what I'm saying? Start taking action. I'll make $10,000 a month. Okay, I was able to do that. How about let's bump it up to? I'm set to go to $30,000 a month. Did that one time, and then I was like, shoot, let's go 100 grand a month, man. 100 grand a month. And I paid $5,000 to go to Keith Everett course. I mean, Keith Everett 2-day event. It's like a course or whatever. But that changed everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Going to that event changed everything. And I struggled with paying $5,000. You got to be kidding me. $5,000? Are you kidding me? So I paid for that. And that's what turned me into, just doing 10, 20, 30 grand a month to doing 100 grand months. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely different. Our buyers picky on wholesale fees? Some of them maybe. No, not really. It's like some of them maybe, but nah, not really. Dude, the first buyer I had, he was like, oh, I know you getting 30K, spread. Can you come down 10K? I'm like, dude, you better take this deal right now, because I got some other people that's willing to pay more than you. So you better be happy and go ahead and take the deal. Because, dude, they get discounted properties, man. They're gonna make money. So it's like, no. No, they really ain't worried about what you making. They worry about what they finna make. You know what I'm saying? So is that you're funny, man. I don't know, man. I was just trying to be me. But our buyers, answer that one. So do you think it's hard to get 10K a month within 30 days from start to finish? It depends, man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says it's possible, if somebody came ask me right now, it's possible to start doing 100 grand a month. I'm like, in 30 days, I'm like, nah, no way you doing 100 grand a month in 30 days. But you telling me if you gonna go and get taught by Sean Terry, or Max Maxwell, or some of these big timers who really know what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can, you know what I'm saying? But you can't expect to start doing 10 grand a month in 30 days. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that, because you don't know. Like, you got to be consistent. That's the hardest thing about wholesaling. That's why people can't get in and stay in. That's why people don't, that's why people are not successful. They say, 30 days, and I want to make it 10K a month. What if it doesn't happen in 30 days? For me, it didn't happen in 30 days. You know what I'm saying? It happened in 60 days, But what if I'd have stopped at 30? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happens if I stop at 40? Well, it's been 40 days, man. I ain't got no deal. I'll just go ahead and take my talents back home. This didn't work. This is a scam. It ain't true. You know what I'm saying? When they never did these 100 deals, when they never been able to buy my house, buy my mama a house, quit my job, start a trucking business, still doing this business, making money, sending my kid to private schools and all this other stuff. I wouldn't be able to do none of that if I'd have stopped at 30 days. I'd have been a regular freaking teacher. I would be at work right now. It's like, I would be at work right now, and I wouldn't be here talking to y'all about how y'all could go out and do this thing. if I would have stopped at 40 days. You know what I'm saying? If I would have stopped at 50 days, if I would have said, hey, I got it, you know, if I would try to hit something quick. It's all about consistency, man. It's all about staying with it long enough to actually get your first deal, right? A lot of, you know, some of y'all probably and follow me anything. I spent 8 years trying to figure out how to get started in real estate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn about wholesaling, you know, at first, but once I started wholesaling, it took me like 60 days. But I spent 8 years trying to figure out how can I get started in real estate before I did any transactions. I wanted to start doing some in real estate, but it took me 8 years to take action. 8 freaking years? What if I had just said, man, bump real estate, man? I'm just gonna go be regular. You know, 8 years, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, 8 freaking years before I daggone took action and actually made something happen, man. That's a long time. So I'm just saying, man, you gotta be willing to stick with it. Just imagine, hey, if somebody told you, hey, you're gonna make over $1 million, right? You're gonna be able to buy you a brand new house, build it, you know, just the way you want it, you know, a great location. You're gonna start another company that's gonna make you $1,000 a day, right? You're gonna be able to buy, you know, you're gonna be able to buy somebody else's house cash money, you know. How long you know, 10 years from now, you're gonna get that. You know, would you stay consistent at doing what you're doing for 10 years in order to get to that goal? Would you be willing to stay consistent that you're doing for 5 years to get to that goal? You know what I'm saying? How long were you willing to stay consistent to get to that goal? You know, everybody wanted microwave. You know, everybody wanted microwave. But dude, trust me, not, you know, and it's easy to say it now for me in hindsight, but dude, I put in that time. You know what I'm saying? I put in those 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Looking and learning and trying to figure it out. You know, the thing is, I didn't have to wait 8 years. If I'd have took action 8 years ago, I'd probably been Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? I would have been making 100 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, that's the thing, man. When is the time to start? The time to start is right freaking now, man. It ain't time to wait. You want to wait around, wait around. No, man, you cannot wait around, wait around, wait around. You just cannot do that. You can't sit here and wait around, wait around. You got to go ahead and take some action, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to change your situation, you got to go take some action, man. You just got to, you know. So, let's see. So, Juice says, so when you do virtual, you have to find a title company in that area where the property is located. Long as you find one in the state, you should be good. I've had attorneys' offices close stuff from different places, but you probably want to find one in that area. The seller can go to it and stuff like that. So if the seller is nearby, I've had sellers out of state, so it really doesn't matter. As long as it's in state, you should be good. Because I closed the deal in Nashville, and the title company was in like Memphis, and I was in Atlanta. So you know, all over the place, man. So fathering while black. What's up, man? So it says, what about contracts? What happens if the deal don't go through? How can you get out of the contract? So I have stuff within my contracts that allow me to get out of the contract, right? And the thing is, if let's say for some reason the contract don't go through, what you'll lose is called the earnest money, right? So earnest money is basically like a good faith deposit and saying that, hey, look, I'm going to buy this property, right? It's almost like old school Walmart putting some on layaway. You know, that's what mama used to do back in the day, put it on layaway. You know, yeah, I got it up there on layaway. They just holding it for me. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they holding the property for you. You put the property on layaway, and then you go come back and pay it off and close it, right? So it, you know, how much are you putting down? That depends on what you and the seller agree to. Now you know, the earnest money deposit could be 500, it could be 100, it could be $10, it could be $1. It just depends on what you and the seller agree to. But if it doesn't close, you'll lose that money. The thing about it, this is what I do, you know. So I signed the contract with the seller, right? Let's say buying the property for $100,000. I put $100 earnest money down, right? I turn around and sign a contract with the buyer, right? For him to buy the property for me. I make him put down $1,000 earnest money, right? So if the deal don't go through, then I have to give up my $100 earnest money to the seller, but the buyer had to give up his $1,000 earnest money to me, right? So you still came up $900. You know what I'm saying? So worst case scenario, you don't make $10,000, but you make something like $900. The difference between the earnest money, right? I've had a deal not happen and made $3,000. Deal fell through. I made $3,000 off the deal falling through because my earnest money down was like, I think it was like $1,000, and their earnest money down. No, my earnest money down was $2,000. Their earnest money down $5,000. So I made three. I'm like, I made $3,000. No, I ain't gonna sweat it if the deal don't go through. It was like I think it may have been like a $5K deal or something like that. It didn't go through. I made three. Okay, not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But dude, I can hook you up with a contract that you ain't got to worry about stuff falling through. I'll show you how to get that stuff done, man. So, if you want to learn more about that, man, hit me up. But A said, I'll show you that contract stuff. But A says, I was listening to, oh, okay, I got him on that one. So A says, leaving the W-2 is a celebration. Thank God. Hey, leaving that W-2, walking up out of that thing was like, woo, feel like the daggum, the monkey was off your back, man. You know what I'm saying? So crazy. So my why is the reason why I still keep pushing. The why is everything. Yeah, the why is everything, man. The why is everything. Never lose sight of the why. Why you doing it, man? Why do you want to get there? Why do you want to achieve this? You got to be obsessed, man. You got to be obsessed. It got to mean something to you. You know what I'm saying? It got to mean something to you because there's people out there that's really hungry. You know what I'm saying? Those people are going out there and getting it. It got to mean something to you because it's going to take time to get this thing done. And it's going to take perseverance. Like I said, you may not get a deal for 60 days. It may take you 160 days. Now, are you willing to stick in there for 160 days? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to stick in there for 160 days? Make no money. That's the thing, man. You got to be willing to stick in there, and not make money and still work. What's up, Jay Santana? You got to be willing to stick in there, not make money, and still work, right? Still grind, still go out there and get after it, and try to make deals happen, man. So the people who are successful are the people who don't give up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people. It's like, I wasn't the brightest, I wasn't the smartest, and none of that stuff, man. I started and I didn't stop. Those are the two things. Two reasons why, I was able to get this done, man. I started and I didn't stop. It's like if you start and then you don't stop, you will eventually figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the sacrifice. What's up, D1? All the sacrifices, man, it's worth it because I didn't stop. If I would have stopped, then all the sacrifices would have been for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing, man. Y'all keep dropping these questions, man. Y'all keep dropping these questions, what y'all want to know. But, man, you are one deal away, man. You are one deal away from making all the things that you hope for, dream for, think about come true, man. It's crazy, but it's so true. Crazy. So what's the best I would say list you pull with the greatest outcome in your opinion? I really don't focus on lists, man. I really focus on buyers, right? Now there's some of the best buyers that it's like, dude, my thing is like the buyers are the people with the money in their pocket. There's buyers out there with millions of dollars that they're looking to spend on real estate, right? Now, if you can get connected with those buyers, then you can help them spend that millions of dollars in real estate. And you could be getting paid a fee for bringing them properties that they're looking for. Right? It's like, dude, you find one buyer that may turn around and make you $100,000 in a year, right? You find another buyer, another 100 grand in a year. You find a real good buyer, you really made over 100 grand on them in a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. Like, I'm not list specific, I'm buyer specific. Buyers say, I like this area, I like these type of properties. I'm searching that area, I'm searching those type of properties for those buyers, right? It doesn't matter to me what their motivation is. I'm hitting all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit as many as I can because that buyer is saying, hey, look, I'm buying here and I'm buying these type of properties. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my thing, man. Find the buyers, connect with the buyers, and then the list ain't gonna end up mattering. You know what I'm saying? Now there are some lists, if you can get your hands on them, I think are really good. You know, obviously people who get divorced, right? Really good. Probate, really good. Because like I'm saying this because some of the deals that I've done, I've seen this. I've seen divorce, I've seen probate. Those are the main two that I've seen. If you had to ask me, the main two that I saw is divorce and probate. I don't even know if vacant made a difference. I've probably done more deals where somebody was living in the house than vacant. And I've hit up both lists. You know, occupied may be better than vacant. You know, I don't know, but it seems like there's more properties occupied than vacant. So I think A says over here, um, how many buyers do you consistently work with? What's a good number of buyers to start with? I always say keep 2 landlord buyers, 2 flipping buyers, and 2 hedge fund buyers. That's 6 buyers would be good for you to, you know, start with. But you tell me how many buyers. I mean, I have a ton of buyers, right? A ton of them, but I mean, you always got your starting 5. You know what I'm saying? You got to start 5 that you hit up, that you really, really know that you can hit up, like, hey, look, this is what I got. What do you think you can do? You know what I'm saying? So, so do you do JV deals? I will do JV deals. I have no problem with JV deals, but I haven't really done a JV deal. You know, really haven't done too many JV deals. I don't know if I did what. Whew, jeez, got 3 freaking kids. But I don't know if I did one JV deal yet. But I'm open to doing JV deals. So you trying to let me get your buyers list? Hey, if you're interested in that buyers list, man, I got something for you, man. Hit me up, Jew. I got something for you. If you're really interested in getting that buyers list, man, I got something for you. What's up, JK? So yeah, man. If you're interested in a buyers list, hit me up. Um, but yeah, man. Um, Man, one deal away, man. That's all I can say is like I said, talking, man. But I appreciate y'all coming through, asking questions. I'm trying to help 100 people with a 9 to 5 star wholesaler so they can live life on their own terms, man. That's my goal. Want to go out here and help some people, man, so they can grow, so they can do the same kind of thing. You know, I know I was working my 9 to 5. I was like, man, I'm really gonna do this from now on. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not gonna do anything else. I'm really gonna live an average life. It's like, nah, dude, can't do that. So, and I didn't even think I could make it this far, but to be able to go back and tell people like, hey, you can do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you know, these other people who you see doing this, I know they wearing Gucci. I know they wearing Louis. I know they got the cameras up and they looking all good and stuff. I know they at fancy places and got all this, that, and that, but they're not better than you, man. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? They're not better than you, man. They can't date what they doing. You can do the exact same thing. And they ain't more talented than you. You know, they can talk about, oh, this and that, tell all these stories and crap. I got a special. You ain't got nothing special, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I got the talent to do this. You ain't got no special freaking talent, man. No, you don't. You can go out there and do the same thing they doing without all the talent, without all the skills, without all that. You don't need all that, man. I'm telling you, man. You don't need all that. You ain't got to be the brightest. You ain't got to be the best. You ain't got to be all this different stuff, man. You just got to be a doer. right? So, you just got to go out there and take some action, man, and just go. You know what I'm saying? The rest of it gonna be history, man. You know what I'm saying? So where do you where do you get your buyers from? Just talking to people, man. Just over time, just talking to so many people, that I've just collected, so many buyers from over in different places. Whether it's talking to agents, whether it's talking to the buyers myself, whether it's talking to like people that I work with that have buyers, or other people that have buyers. So just collecting groups of buyers, being able to communicate with people, man. So Lopez up in this thing. What's up, Lopez? Over here on TikTok rolling. So did you say how can I connect with you outside of TikTok? You're a real one, man. I appreciate it. Hey, no doubt, man. Hey, I'll DM you, man, on TikTok, man. Be looking out for that, man. I'm a DM you. But yeah, man. I mean, like I was telling somebody earlier, the best place to find those cash buyers is to go through agents. You know what I'm saying? So Jim says, hey, when will you open another class again? It's open. I really I don't promote as much as I probably should promote, my mastermind. I need to, man, because it's gonna help people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only letting 10 people in. I'm only doing 10 people at a time, man. So, if you're interested, man, it's open right now. The link is in the description. I'm finna throw the link into the comments over here, man. But I run a mastermind, right? I run a coaching program, that's 6 weeks. We do a call every week. We give individual calls every week, and we show people how to do this thing. I give everything I got. So, I really don't even talk about it and put it out there like that. I need to, but I don't do it enough. But, I'm just going to give out everything that I got, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you go look in the descriptions of any of these videos or whatever, you can go check that out if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, it's open now, man. It's going to start on November the 13th. So if you're interested, go sign up. I'm giving with all my contacts, all my systems, to walk you through step by step how to do every single thing that I did to start doing 100 grand months. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing, man. Giving it all away. You know what I'm saying? I give you the contacts, the phone numbers, the emails to the people who looking to spend those millions of dollars. All you got to do is go out there and bring them some properties, and some of those millions will be yours. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need, well, maybe you need the million, but maybe you don't even need the million. You just need a couple of 100,000. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So how do you get pictures of the property? I ask sellers. I ask sellers to send us pictures, and they send us, man. If they motivated, they really want to sell, they send us pictures of the property. So on TikTok, Lopez said, "What's up, man? What's up, man? What's going on?" So CMV on TikTok says, "Do you cross major roads when comping?" I was telling people earlier, man, I really don't even be comping like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way I set myself up, man, I really don't even be comping like that. But I would say don't really cross major roads when you're comping. What's up, man, in Baltimore, Maryland? Hey, if you in here, man, tell me where you from, man. I want to know where y'all people at. Where you from? Where you from, man? Hit me up. Where you from? You may be able to connect with somebody in the chat or whatever. Let people know where you from. But anyway, so I would say don't cross major road when you're comping. But if they right there beside each other, then I don't see why you wouldn't. But my thing is, I send my properties to my buyers, man. You know what I'm saying? I send properties to buyers, and buyers tell me what they gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these numbers, all this ARV and MAO and repair costs, and like, dude, throw that trash out of the window. Right? It's like, dude, I'm gonna find what the buyer want, and I'm gonna send it to them. Hey, what will you pay for this? Let's go, man. Or I just throwing them out there what I want. What I think you should pay. If I see the Zillow is 350 and the buyer and the seller is asking for 250, 280. I want to make 30K. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, Now I do use Prop Screen to run cash comps, right? So I go on the Prop Screen, I look up comparables, I look at the cash sales, and I look and see, okay, what house with the same number of bedrooms, same number of bathrooms, same number of square feet, what house sold recently with those same three things? And the fourth thing I look at is the year built, right? So those four things, right? For sure said they in Maryland. What's up, man? I mean, yeah, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. What's up? So Juice A in Virginia. What's up over there in Virginia, man? In El Paso, Lopez over there in El Paso, Texas. Man, I've been thinking about going to San Antonio, man, hitting up some people in San Antonio. I got some buyers out there, man. Might be hot, right? I got a student, one of my old students jumping in here, y'all. Old Gandy, he in class right now, but they ain't doing nothing in class, man. They don't be doing none of that teaching stuff, over there at the school I was at. So you ain't got to worry about him being too busy, he jumping in here with us. So we got Cookie over here in St. Louis, right? Over here in St. Louis. What's going on over there in St. Louis? Over there in Nellyville, baby. Cookie said, I'm currently marketing for deals now. Once I get a deal on the contract, what's the email so we can JV? I'm going to drop my email down here, man, that you can send it to. If you're looking to JV a deal, hit me up. Let me know. We can do something. So Twisted Pup said, I definitely need help getting a buyer's list. No doubt, man. Hit me up. So hey, sounds like a comp to me. Yeah, no doubt, man. Like I do cash comps. You know what I'm saying? But most time I don't do cash comps, but a lot of times, man, that's because I've done so many deals. And when I talk to my buyers, I ask them what kind of discount they want, right? So I know what my buyers are looking for. I know what kind of discounts they're looking for off Zillow, so I'm able to hit them up and be like, hey, look, I'm able to just look at the Zillow prices and take their discount off and then know what to, send it to them at, So A is over there in Charlotte, man, holding it down, man. A over there holding it down in Charlotte, man. So my student over here still talking. How's it being a billionaire? I guess it's like this right here, man. Sitting here chilling, while you at the school building doing nothing. Like messing with a man. So Seaside, California, man, must be nice over there, man. Must be nice. But man, dude, if y'all like I said, man, if y'all interested, hit me up. I'm finna get out of this thing, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. As always, man, appreciate you. Always coming through. Jim came through. Twisted Up Pup came through. Cookie came through. Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all that came through, man. Wolfcat came through. I know Lopez came through. Jude came through. I look forward to hearing from y'all, man. For sure came through. Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all that came through, man. That's still up in here checking me out, man. I appreciate y'all all coming through, So, but shoot, just hit me up, like the video, share my stuff, trying to help 100 people with a 9-to-5, start wholesaling so they can live life on their own term, man. So hit me up, share my stuff and all that other good stuff, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow, so stay tuned. Lopez got one last question. What did you do with the money on your first deal? I didn't do none with that money on my first deal, man. You know what I'm saying? I hired a VA, right? I bought some more leads, and I kept marketing. I held on to that money because it was like I ain't never had like $36,000 like that, $30,000 check just like that. I just kept that mug, and I just kept building up, saving up, and and that's what allowed me to really do my thing. I didn't go out here and start splurging and all that stuff. Later on, I had a ton of money, and that's why I was able to do all the stuff that I did do. So, but yeah, So what do you, oh, okay. Yeah, no doubt, Lopez, man. Appreciate you, man. But anyways, I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. You got any buyers in what's MT? Montana? I think I actually do. Hit me up, man. Hit me up on IG REI next door, man. I think I actually do got buyers in Montana. Billings, I think I do. I think I do. Hit me up. Hit me up, seriously. Hit me up on IG, man. Oh, Gandy, latest guy. All right, man. All right, Gandy. Yeah, but hit me up about those buyers and billings. Yeah. Take care. Have a nice day. No doubt, man. But yeah, I think I may have a buyer in billings, man. Hit me up, and we'll talk about it. All right, y'all.